My name's Ethan Miller, and I'm a senior programmer analyst for SRI International.
And what do you do at SRI as it relates to SAS? Are you a statistician or you do programming?
I do programming. We work with a lot of survey data and data that gets submitted to us from various districts or schools. We kind of clean it up and then report it.
Which modules would you say you use more the SAS procedures or the data step SQL manipulations?
Probably a combination of both, but I think we use probably more data step, base SAS kind of data step stuff. But we do use procedures. We do a lot of proc reports. We've really been getting into proc report lately, which has been really fun.
Great. And the data itself, it pertains to education. Is that like secondary, or do you look at other higher education information?
Mostly secondary and early childhood. We do a lot of early childhood stuff. Behavioral stuff. There's a bunch of behavioral studies going on.
What are you presenting here at WUSS this year?
My proc report paper. So I did a paper on proc report, kind of doing frequencies and cross-tabulations with on categorical data, proc report.
Do you concentrate more on the display ODS aspect or more on the features of how proc report organizes and generates its reports?
It's probably about 50-50. I mean, because ODS has so many great formatting options, so many great things that you can do, especially with proc template and just it's great. But also a lot of the stuff that you can do in proc report. I mean, just that it gives you the power of the data step inside of a proc is just, for me, it's great.
Using the define statement and other things like that.
Sure, the compute block. The compute block is just...
it's very powerful.
Yeah.
That's great. And you also volunteer for WUSS. What do you do for the WUSS organization this year at the conference?
Me and Mary McCracken are the section chairs of Coders Corner, the greatest section in all of the WUSS conference 2011.
If you have to pick a couple of Coders Corner topic ideas that was a gem and what you thought was unique, what would you say that was this year?
Oh, there were so many. We had Mary Rosenblum. She presented an unprecedented 4 papers this year in Coders Corner. She had a great one on formats, on just having data sets that have a ton of formats with every format having a different format name. So she came up with a macro to be able to
automate
automate and make it all consistent. I'm butchering that, for which I'm not doing her justice. You should cut that part out.
I definitely have to look into Mary's paper.
Yeah, no, she was really great. So she was definitely a highlight. Sarah Short was really good. She was our first presentation yesterday.
Well, if you were to recommend a first-time WUSS user attending, what would you recommend for them to do as a way of navigating and selecting what they wanted to see at the conference?
That's a good question. I mean, I'd definitely check out Coders Corner because you get exposed to a lot of different things.
How's it different than other sections in the way, the timing and the way that it's constructed, Coders Corner?
Well, it's faster paced. I mean, we'll run 4 presentations an hour, where in other sections it might be 1 or 2. And so they're short, and so if one presentation doesn't work for you or doesn't apply to something you're doing, there'll be another one in 10 minutes. And each one, from each one you can kind of walk away with one little tip or one little trick. And even if you can't apply it now, it's like it's kind of in the back of your mind that at some point you know that this is out there and you can do something with this later.
How do users then follow up and get those code examples, because the presentation is so short?
Well, the WUSS website, so we publish all the papers from Coders Corner, so it should be all on the WUSS website, so folks can go and look up the author and download the paper.
Cut and paste the code and use it.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. A lot of people really include the code in the paper. I mean, the papers, especially this year, have been really, really good. And they're much longer. I mean, generally the papers are much longer. because you can't do much in 10 minutes. I mean, 10 minutes you can really just kind of
Highlight the paper.
yeah, just highlight the big stuff. But in the papers, I mean, they really tend to get into it. So there's a lot more I think going on in the papers.
Well, thanks a lot.
Thank you.